I don't know anybody who has. And interestingly enough, the Challenger, that was the only shuttle that had real people on it.
Nobody died on the Challenger.
The teacher?
Nope. Let me show you. Let me shuttle. Where's my shuttle?
Wait a minute. We watched that live.
Hold on. You watched something explode live. And again, each one of these conversations are long conversation.
I was a fourth grader, I believe.
I was older than you. I watched it.
So wait a minute. What year was that?
It was 80 something, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or 80, was it 86? Hold on.
How old are you in fourth grade?
Oh, hold on. You're going to like this. Here you go. It's coincidental that we found 6 of the 7 have an identical twin, okay, that have the same name, that work for universities now, okay, and none of those twins showed up or spoke at their funerals, okay?
Stop it.
The lie is so big. It's so big. You know, this is one that I don't often talk about because the emotional contact that people have, it just tears them apart. And I'm also a little afraid of talking about this one on YouTube because they might strike me down for this is the one thing they don't strike flat earth at all. Okay. But they all, like Krista McCauley, didn't even change her friggin' name. Okay. And Dick Scobie. Okay. Dick Scobie had a corporation, and check this out. When we found him, his company website had a cow in a field that takes off like a rocket and does a little loopity-loop, making the smoke thing that looked just like Challenger. Right. And then when we all went crazy, boom, website disappeared. Dick Scobie disappeared.
Okay. Who's the chick?
It's Krista McCullough.
Okay. So what does she do now?
I think she works at Yale as a law professor, if I can remember that right, or it might be this one that works as a law professor.
Okay, and so, but look, for all intents and purposes, she's out there in broad daylight doing something, interacting with people, right? I mean,
I don't know where she is. The last one I've seen people contact was this guy and this woman. We have video of this woman speaking at Yale and as a law professor, using her hands, using her glasses, and talking. And then we have her at the NASA conference as a younger person, talking. Same hand gestures, same dimple, same teeth, same voice, same everything. There's zero question that it's the same person, and they have the same name.
Does she deny that she's that person? Has she ever been asked?
They all deny. One guy went up to this guy, caught him in his garage, and he's just like, "Oh no, that's not true," you know. And he was very, very cordial about it, and the guy was very nice. But what are you going to say? Oh yeah, you got me. You got me.
Yeah.
You got me. Right.
Mm.
And we just had the rocket launch the other night. Artemis is going to the moon. Okay. Yeah. Rocket deception is mind-blowing, Stu. Here's the thing. This would take up the half the segment, but let me show you this real quick. This is so people like Elon Musk. He's the best. He's going to be the savior of our world, right? So let me just, where are we going here? Where are we going? So he's gonna save us because he's going into space. This is him launching. Now this is unedited. This is a test of the rocket that's going to Mars. Now use your God-given common sense. I know you have a lot of it. So here it is. Edit. So we have a camera on board and we have several cameras on ground. Look how slow this is moving, right? Where's the smoke trail, right? This is not real. Okay. So this is what they show us. Now look, side angle, camera is not very high. Look, it's not very high. The engine's almost about to burn out. And then watch on board. Oh, we're up pretty high all of a sudden. And then side view again. Can't be very high. Now watch. The engine, no, it's up very high again. Engines are going to turn off. And now it's free falling. Now look, how high could this be with this camera angle? Look at this smoke. Watch the next edit. The smoke's going even slower. Ready? Edit. Here it comes. Look at the smoke. This is supposedly tens of tons free falling. Okay. Oh, now look how high it is. This is their unedited live footage. Okay. Now watch. 3 of the engines are going to go on. It's going to turn upright. The camera is going to get right underneath it. 2 of the engines are going to burn out and it's going to land upright. Okay. Ready? Engines are going to come on. Magically, it's going to balance itself perfectly. Here it goes. Camera is going to edit, gets underneath it. Now watch, 2 of the 3 engines are going to burn out. Okay. 1, 2, right? Look at the speeds by smoke, and it's going to land upright. Watch, a bunch of CGI smoke. There it is. And it's going to land upright, and people believe this. This alone tells you space is fake.
Yeah. The stuff coming out of the bottom of the rocket where allegedly the engines are is fake. I mean, it's worse animation than on my kid's Xbox that I play all the time.
But did you notice there was no smoke trail? That there's 2 types of launches NASA does. Some of them, they're launching something real, like the Artemis that launched in the middle of the night, 1:30 in the morning, and it launched something with smoke and then left.
Where does that thing end up?
Bermuda Triangle. Bam, in the water. That's it. And it's not even a giant thing. It's small. Most of them are blimps, right? The external tank on the shuttle, on the shuttle when it fell back, it's a helium tank, Stu. Helium. Okay. Let me show you. So check this out. This is the external tank. This is giant. It's 20,000 pounds empty. So this is falling back to Earth. Does this look like it's falling, or is it floating? Okay. It's going to get worse. I'm going to tell you something that's going to freak you out. Well, watch, in about 10 seconds, a little tissue is going to float by to give you a reference of how fast it's going. So this is being, do you see it?
Yeah. Yes.
So if you were in a helicopter filming this, it would be falling so fast, it would be out of sight. It's supposedly going to burn up before it gets to those clouds and disintegrate. Okay. But this is being filmed out the window of the guys on the shuttle that are going 20,000 miles an hour into space. Up, and they're filming this from the window as this thing is still orbiting and keeping up with them as it's falling back to Earth. I'm sorry. If you can't see through that, I can't help you, is what I tell people.
Wow.
Amazing, right?
I mean, I have a hard time filming out the window of my truck when I see a deer.
Yeah.
Running 30 miles per hour.
4 million pounds blowing around in the wind like it's a bouncy house. 4 million pounds, Stu, right? And check this out. SR-71, right? Why doesn't it have any paint on it? Because it gets so hot because of the friction that the paint would burn off. The thing gets so hot, it expands 6 inches when it's flying. It's like over 500 degrees, okay? And it's pretty aerodynamic. This thing goes Mach 33, compared to this can only do Mach 3.2 or else it rips apart. Put it together.